Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you how to achieve a perfect winged liner and giving you some pointers and a tutorial on how to apply false lashes. Whether you're a beginner or advanced, I would advise you to watch anyway, because maybe I'm going to share a couple of things that you didn't know and might help you in your makeup routine. You might enjoy it anyway. So if you would like to see how I do my wing liner, how I apply my lashes, and if you would like to learn some tips and tricks on how to do both of those things, then just keep on watching. I did zoom it in. I might even zoom it in post-production even further so you can really see what I'm doing. I'm going to start off with liner, liquid liner, winged liner, call it whatever you want. I have two favorite products that I use for this. This one isn't as widely available as the second one. This is the Katosu Wibo collaboration and it's a pen. This apparently is a dupe for the Kat Von D, which is now renamed to KVD Vegan Beauty, God knows what it is. Kat Von D brand, which no longer belongs to Kat Von D. Apparently this is a dupe for that. There's so many felt tip liners out there. I know Soap Does Nails recommends the Soap and Glory liquid liner. It's very easy to use. However, for the longest time, and probably my favorite, I used to use Glam Eyes from Rimmel. This is a brush in a pot kind of situation. This allows you to make like the sharpest wing liner of your life, and I will be using both because I will give you two options on how you can do your liner. First one is with your bare eye. Obviously you can have your eyeshadow, you can have glitter, you can have whatever you want on your eye. What I mean by bare is that I haven't put my mascara on my lashes. I'm going to start with the Wibo Katosu liner, and it's actually pretty easy. As you can see, my eyes aren't too hooded. If they are, you need to look straight forward. Take your mirror, look straight forward and mark a dot where you want your liner to finish, so where you want that tip to be. A tiny little dot, that's where I want my liner to be. And then from there, from your outer corner of your eye, you want to draw a line up to that dot, like so. So whether you have a hooded eye or not, you will be able to get that line and join it with the dot where you want your liner to be. It might seem a little wonky when you do stretch your eye after, because if you don't know what hooded eye is, it's when that loose skin, the outer corner of your eye, droops down. And if you were to do a different technique, which I will show you on this eye, it wouldn't finish where you would want it to be. It would droop down, that line would droop down. I personally like a half winged liner. I don't often line all of my lash line at the top. I like to start from the middle, make a super thin line close to the lash line. I join it with that line that I already have, and then from the middle I go up at an angle and I join what I already have, and then all you have to do is fill that empty space with your liner. So you can see I've applied this liner on like 2/3 of my eye. I didn't go straight in there. You can do, it's not a problem, just make it very, very thin. I'm gonna let this dry. Be confident with your lines. You'll notice that making a one swift motion is easier, better and more precise than taking it really, really slow. If you take it really slow, your hand will get tired and it will make a wobbly line. You don't want to be opening your eye straight away because it will simply transfer. Okay, it's mostly dry. I'm going to relax my face and then it's nice and lifted. If I were to draw a line straight out and then relax my face, it would go. So don't do that. Relax your face, make that dot, and it's like connect the dot. The second way is maybe a little easier for those of you who have just started your journey with liner, and I will show you it with this. So I always take the brush out and I wipe all of the sides of the brush. It's easier to take a little bit more than to take it away. It does flatten when, because it is a brush, it does kind of flatten and spread when you do use it. It is very, very thin, but obviously that pressure makes it spread a little bit. Again, I'm going to start with my bare eye. I'm going to make that line along my lash line. You can see how thin it is compared to the Wibo one. You can definitely be more precise with this. So if you want like a super skinny liner, then this is the better version. Try and not get your lashes. I almost pressed my lashes against my lid. That's the harder part. I always try to go behind my lashes, and basically I made that very thin line along my lash line, and I'm going to leave it there for now. I'm going to let this dry as well. It doesn't need long. I'm going to apply my mascara. So we can see my lid is very, very messy. I'm going to let that dry and then pick it off at the end. And this is a trick for those of you that can't find that spot where your liner should end. Your lashes will be a nice guide. So where they end, and then all I do is kind of make a line as if I'm drawing in another lash. And then it's the same principle. Go from either the middle out or out to the middle. It's easier to go from the middle to the line. So let's do that. And then again, the same principle, just filling it in. And as we can see, they are somewhat similar. This one might be just a little bit higher. This is because your eyes aren't the same. They never will be. It's just not possible. So sometimes you might have to adjust, just like anything in makeup. The more you do it, the more you practice, the more you'll know where to put things. But I'm pretty happy with that. You can't really tell that much difference. And this is my winged liner portion. There's 101 ways you can do your liquid liner, so if you would like to see any more in the future, leave me comments down below. I'll do more. These are the two basic ones that I find the easiest, which is why I thought I'll do them first. Okay, let's talk falsies. So many brands, so many different prices, so many different variations. But the one thing you have to know is, and this is just my opinion, it's always better to go for a lash that in the box looks a little bit more natural. If they are way too heavy in the box, they very likely are going to be too heavy on your eye. I choose my lashes depending on the look that I'm creating. So for this, I can get away with a small lash and it's going to actually look very natural. Let's try some natural lashes. My favorite brand of lashes is Smiko PL. I really like Adele. I really like the Eyelaw ones. They have thousands upon thousands of styles, and I highly recommend, if you're a beginner when it comes to falsies, to try corner lashes first, because they are very easy in application, because they are a lot smaller. They will not irritate your inner corner. They just a lot easier to put on. Let's get on with the application. Actually, before I do that, I want to talk glue, because for the longest time I used the Eyelaw Lash Fix Clear Finish Strip Lash Adhesive, and this is essentially some latex in a small bottle. It has a like this plastic wand where you apply the glue on the strip of your lash. However, one of the co-owners of Sminko introduced me to the Duo Quick Set Strip Lash Adhesive White/Clear. This is such a life changer, a game changer. I highly recommend using this particular glue. I think it's latex free, so if you have latex allergy, obviously you will be able to use it. And one of the most important things, it is quick set. With this, you might have to wait up to like a minute and a half before you're able to put your lash on. With this, you only need 30 seconds. I highly recommend, especially for the two techniques again that I will be showing you on how to apply a lash. I'm going to go with a very subtle, very natural pair for now, just to show the beginners, literally called Subtle, from Sminko PL. And basically they are a very delicate pair of lash, and they just get a little longer towards the tail of your eye. And I'm going to firstly apply them the regular way. So I'm taking my quick dry glue, and the way they were stuck on was like this, and that's where I'm going to apply the glue, underneath the lash. So when I flip it, it's going to go on the top of my lashes. I'm going to let that sit for 30 seconds, and I'm going to prepare my second lash. So this time, where the lash was sitting like this, I'm going to apply my glue on the top. And yes, I'm going to apply this lash from underneath. This is a very common practice. It gives you more of a natural effect and is very comfortable to wear. It seems a little harder than sticking it on the top, and it seems a little bit more dangerous, but trust me, it is very comfortable and not that hard to achieve. It just takes practice just as much as the regular way. The next thing you will need is a pair of tweezers. These are very pointy. These aren't the square ones. You can use a square one. I have no idea where I got these from. Make sure your tweezers nice and clean. If there's any glue residue, any mascara residue, it will pick up the lash. So when this glue is ready to go, it turns into like this very light blue. You won't be able to see it on the screen, I reckon, but it turns from white to almost clear / bluey color. And I always grab my lash in the center, and then I just lay it on top of my natural lashes. So I sit these in the center. Doesn't matter when it comes to the outer and inner corner, just make sure it's roughly in the center. I did forget to mention that you might have to cut your lashes to size. So sometimes when you take them off that plastic thing, you might want to lay them on and make sure you trim the ends. After this is in at the center of my lid, or on the center of my eye, but on my lashes, I personally don't stick my lashes to my lid. Some people do. I stick them onto my lashes very close to my eye, and then I just give them a squeeze in the center. Try and get tweezers off without ripping. Nope, not gonna happen. See, I think I've got some glue on my tweezers, and that happens. See, I'm an experienced eyelash wearer, and it happens. Okay, let's try this lash then. Again, this glue has pretty much dried, and then all you have to do is open your eye really wide, and then same principle. You lay your lash super close to the waterline. You can use your fingers, sometimes it's easier. I haven't done this in a while. Squeeze. Okay, And that is it. That's the lash from underneath. It looks super natural, but it's very, very comfortable. You will see the falsies regardless of whether you put them on the top or from underneath. I just feel like the ones underneath are a little bit more comfortable, and you can like try and push them out the way if they feel uncomfortable. And I don't know, it is a very good way to wear lashes. Now from the top, let's situate this in the center of the lashes of the eye. Let's stick the middle. So I press it together, I wiggle. Oh my god, is the glue on the eyelash? I think it has to be. And then I go with my inner corner. It's a little bit more important than the outer corner. The outer corner last. You can squeeze it with your fingers if you don't feel comfortable squeezing it with the tweezers. And here we go. As we can see, it's the same lash, but these, because they're on the top, they seem to be a little bit longer. Again, these look as if they are growing out of my lash line. I'm going to look down so you can see the difference, and I'm going to look up for you to see the difference. Super comfortable both ways. Yeah, pretty much the same vision. It's not obstructing my vision that much. What do you think? Which one do you like better, A or B? Right, I'm going to take these off. And by the way, you can just wiggle them off. The glue is there to be secure throughout the day. It shouldn't pop off. If you put your lashes on really well, they will not move throughout the day. Just give it a wiggle. But wiggling it should take it off pretty easily. I feel so naked without lashes now. Okay, so this was a subtle way of wearing lashes. Now let's try more of a in-your-face pair, and I will attempt to stick them on both from underneath and on the top again, just to show you the difference. Is my lash glue dry? Kinda. Should be alright. If you are applying lashes on the top lid, it doesn't need to be as set, because it can just set on your lashes. Don't let it be too liquidy. Don't apply it and put it on straight away. That's where all the mistakes happen, because it simply doesn't want to stick. So here we go. This style is Freak, by the way. I love wearing just very natural, neutral, minimalistic look with lashes like this. So good. Sometimes you can just give it a quick blow. Okay, again, I'm pinching the lashes in the center because I want to stick them on in the center. I give it a pinch. It's easier. Oh, it's getting stuck to my finger. And then with the underneath, I actually like to do the outer corner first and then the inner corner. Again, just pinch it with your fingers. It's a little easier, a little safer. Don't feel like you're gonna stab yourself in the eye. Oh, they look just so oof. And that way you don't have to hide the lash band because it's already hidden with your natural lashes. Again, I'm going to look down, up and sideways just for you to see the difference. If you are doing your makeup and you take pictures for Instagram, this way you can hide that you haven't stuck the lash on super close to your lash line. This way you will be able to see the top, and then this way you can't. I think I might have to get back to this technique I love it so much. Again, what do you think? I would love to know, so leave your comments down below. This side, the one underneath, on the one on top. Okay, you guys, so here it is. This is how I apply my liquid liner, give myself a winged out look, and how I apply my falsies. I hope you found it useful. I hope that it's not too long, and I hope you have picked up some tips and tricks, even if you're advanced. Just a quick recap: don't fear the liner. Give yourself a guide, whether it is just looking straight forward and doing a line and it's all about connecting the dots, or just put some mascara and it will give you a guide of where to put the liner. When it comes to falsies, always go for more natural ones than you think, especially if you're a beginner, because you can see them at all times, whether they are natural or not. It is something completely different to your eye. You're not used to it. One of the most important steps is a clean tweezers, because that's when all the mistakes happen, all that frustration. Don't get frustrated. Give yourself a breather. And the second very important step is a good glue. This one, the Duo Quick Set, just makes it so much easier. You don't have to wait as long. Probably one of the most, if not the most common reason for why people hate applying falsies is because they don't let the glue dry for long enough. It has to go tacky, it has to activate, it has to pick up the air, it has to dry a little bit. If it's way too wet, it's not going to stick. It's as simple as that. Again, I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed that, please like, comment, subscribe. You are the best. I hope to see you next time.